One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Florida International Panthers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Seminoles have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming in the opening of the season. The returner will field it and bring it back. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the FIU Panthers offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And they were in the market for a guy to make an impact on the ground, and they found him in this transfer, guys.
This was an offense that needs explosive plays, so bring this dude in at the running back position and let him go. I can't wait to see what he's able to do today.
Man, let's see if he can earn the respect of his teammates. You know, you've done this and you have experience elsewhere. Now you get to do it for your...
Turning it on! Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. FIU pushing tempo. Let's take a minute to look at Florida International. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ballpark, can't you, Dave?
That means your system and your culture is working, man, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
They kick it away on fourth down. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will go to work for the first time. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows.
Oh, out of space. Touchdown, Seminoles. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Bringing it back. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. That's caught. It's Burke. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second.
Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Panthers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking downfield on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Green. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Backed up now. Here's second and long.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Pulls it in. It's Carter. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Hill. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19. The Panthers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Gonna look downfield again. It's complete to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. This time they'll go to the running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. On first and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. They're going to run it. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They go right back to their man on second and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on
touchdown, FIU. The offense cashing it in on that drive. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. There have been mini-series, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Getting that push, they pick up a 4 out to the 26.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that move.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out in the 18, and they're in business.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Man, he's already got 43 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. The Noles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Knowles! Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. FIU pushing tempo.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Caught in the backfield, it's Humphries. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. FIU will line up the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Caught over the middle. It's Gibson. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Knowles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that... Remember,
and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And the Panthers want to crank the tempo. It'll be a run on third and short. Still on his feet at the 40. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Panthers. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up fourth down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
That's a really good-looking throw there. And I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Wenke, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew that we were going to have to be executing at a high level. This guy right here, when he gets going and he gets into a groove, he just does not miss. He is able to light up the scoreboard for the Seminoles.
Just keeps slinging it. Dances away to buy time. Got the first down. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. The Seminoles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They want to run this quarterback. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles.
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Florida International offense is back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Quickly out to the tight end.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Carter. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. To the air on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the backfield and screened. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Hill. Breaks into the open. Gets away from one, finds room. Touchdown, Florida International. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole...
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. He's got a chance to take this one back. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So good first half, but a great way, Jesse, to end this first half.
Yeah, you'd love to take that momentum into this.
There he goes. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Looking downfield on first down. Pucks it out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And the Noles want to pick up the tempo. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the grab. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. They'll immediately call timeout.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Looking to throw on first down. Moving out of the pocket. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. Past the 30. 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make it even. Play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turned on the Jets, making the big play.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
FIU has it on a tee, about ready to go here in the third quarter. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working. Turning it on! With that, he's got 101 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warren.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody.
He's got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. But if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Catch in the middle. It's Humphreys. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Good timing on the quick out. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
On the run, it's Green. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. FIU will line up to punt. Let's see what he can do with it. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Give to the back. And he'll be smacked to the ground. He now has 110 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got the back in the middle. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun. Give on the inside. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Fires to the wideout. Got it! Touchdown, Florida State! And the stomping has commenced.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game.
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
That's a bad decision by the quarterback. In that area of the field, you have got to be careful. If the guy's not wide open, you've got to throw that football away, because not only are you getting it picked off, but he's returning it now down close to your goal line and setting his offense up in great field position.
He's going for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Seminoles. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got the back over the middle. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Here's the pressure. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You can tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
Motion from the wideout. Looks as if he's going to run it. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. FIU will line up to punt. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Sends it back in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll pull it on the read. Across the 10. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker of the...
Sneaks it in.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Florida International offense is back on the field. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. He's going to take off. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. FIU will line up to punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
punt returners, man, you just got to make one guy miss. You make the first dude miss, and then a lot of times it's off to the races. This guy is so dangerous in the open field, as he shows right there in the punt return touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Stanford is just getting tuned up today. This is like watching an MMA fight where you start to question your own morals. Who sanctioned this bout? They're trailing by 14 to USC. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Panthers, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Patterson. They'll run the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Connection to the right. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Takes it across the 20, inside the red zone, and they'll mark him out at the 19-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. A little screen to the running back. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Fires deep toward the end zone. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Gets the back moving. Back to throw, it's Patterson. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. So now on comes the field goal unit. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Absolutely perfect. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. From inside the 10, here he comes. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll try the run. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position.
It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's high. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabs it in the middle.
I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
This quarterback part of their running game. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm, and they can turn back inside where all the...
Makes the grab plenty for the first down. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking for an open area to his left. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. So this defense just shot itself in the foot, and now they'll have to try to stand up again after just handing the offensive first down. Fires to the tight end. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Shakes off the defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
The Noles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's the handoff. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
They'll run it on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've been outstanding on third down all day long, and they could use one here on third and goal. Gonna run it. It's Fields. He's not gonna make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his